Hello, 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 you guys. It is Friday, January 31st, 2020. Can you believe the first month of the year is already done and in the books, baby? It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and yeah, this month, without a doubt, has been tragic. Okay. In the words of one of my colleagues I used to work with, it's trash. Let's just throw the whole thing in the trash. And I understand how you could feel that way, how a lot of people could feel that way because I felt that way a couple of times. Like, why? Why did we have to start the decade off like this? You know, so many questions, so much going on about how difficult 2020 has shaped up to be already. And so many people are like, I just want to do over. January was a trial month, and the next month gonna be the next trial, and the next, like, yo, I get it. I know how hard it can be, but you can't think that way. So I'm gonna help y'all out. So you may be trying to figure out, okay, January was tragic. How do I get back on track with my goals, with my thought process, with just life in general? Well, first of all, you have to make a decision that you're going to move forward and not allow the tragedy of January 2020 to stop you. And yes, that sounds easier said than done. I get it. I promise you, I get it. But you have to encourage and empower yourself. And how do you do that? Listen, affirmations. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I am like the affirmation queen. I absolutely believe in the power of affirmations. I used to have a wall. As a matter of fact, I have them in here. I found my affirmations that I had packed away, and I haven't put them on my wall yet. But promise you, guess what's happening this weekend? My affirmations are going to be on my wall. Why? Because you need that visual. Sometimes life gets so toxic, so overwhelming. There's so much that goes on that you don't always have the presence of mind to think of positive words to say to yourself in that moment. I don't care how joyful and jovial and happy and all of that you are, or that you may be. Sometimes it's just not there. You know what I mean? And so you have to say, okay, where do I draw the line with all of this? You know what I mean? It's like, it's too much. It's just too much. Every time you turn around, it's something. But that's why the affirmations are important. That's why you have to have those words of positivity, all of that energy surrounding you, because if you don't, when you go through, it's hard to think of what to say, how to empower yourself, how to encourage yourself. So having those affirmations handy. Listen, I have affirmations on my phone. Why? Because sometimes it's just not there. Again, I don't have the presence of mind. And if I'm not in my office at home where my wall of affirmations are or will be, I need to encourage myself. So I will pull up on my phone my affirmations. And what are my affirmations? I actually wrote affirmations to myself and recorded them in my own voice. That is one of the most powerful things you can do, because um you have to for yourself speak that positivity into your own life, and for me, hearing it in your own voice is powerful. It does something to you because there's something that only your voice can release into you, into your life, into yourself, and into what you're trying to do for you. So a lot of times, affirmations and hearing affirmations in your voice matters, and it does a lot. I mean, I'm telling you, it does so much for you when you can hear yourself speaking life into yourself. That's a huge, 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 huge boost just to yourself and to your spirit and to your mind to help shift you into the right mindset so that you can say, okay, I can do this. I am all of these wonderful, magnificent things. And regardless of what's going on that's trying to bring me down, I'm going to focus on this stuff right here. I'm all of these things and so much more, you know? And if you say it and believe it, then others will believe it and say it. And then it'll just start following you. You know what I mean? And now you have something that you can really draw upon as far as energy and just something to help boost you and take you into that next dimension, into that next place that you feel like you really need to be in. So that's number one. I think that's probably one of the best things I can tell you to do to push forward through the tragedy that was January 2020. The next thing is keep your goals in front of you, your why. You absolutely positively must have a why for life. What is my purpose? Why do I do what I do? What is my core incentive for existing and doing the things that I do? Keep your why in front of you. I have my why on my phone. I keep my why in front of me. So much so that it's burning on the inside of me that when whatever's going on, it's like, okay, I have to remember why I'm doing this. And it fuels me. It gives me everything that I need to keep pushing. So, one, affirmation. Two, why. Why do you do what you do? And keeping that why in front of you. And that why puts things into perspective. And I will say the last thing that you can do to push forward is just make a decision that you're going to push forward. If the affirmations don't work, if your why doesn't push you, you just have to dig deep within yourself and say, come hell or high water, I'm doing this. I'm not going to allow what's happening to keep me from achieving what I want. What you want has to be greater than what you feel or how you feel. And again, that why and those affirmations all working together will help you get life back on track. And, you know, have you some accountability partners, have you some people on your success team, have you some people in your life that you can lean on, you can depend on, that you can talk to, that can help push you and give you that encouragement that you need. Because I'm telling you, there is nothing, absolutely positively nothing like having some support, a strong support system, people who love you, who care about you, who believe in your purpose, who believe in your why, who believe in the things that you're doing to push life forward. Having that in place, I'm telling you, if you do those things, 2020 will shape up to be so much better. But it starts with renewing your mind, and it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So it's definitely not easy to renew your mind, but I can tell you right now, putting yourself into a positive frame of mind starts with what you speak out of your mouth. How are you talking about yourself? How are you talking about the things that you're doing? If you keep talking positively about yourself, the things that you're doing, I'm telling you, it will follow. It will change just the chemicals in your mind so that you can start to really feel it. It's how you think about yourself is what really manifests in your life. If you feel down and think down about yourself, you're not gonna want to do nothing. You're just gonna be like, what's the point? Really, you're gonna be all down. But when you think positively and speak positively out of your mouth about yourself, it will reshape everything about the course of how things are going in your life. So that's what I have for you on this day, January 31st, 2020. Yes, the first month of the decade is in the books, and it has been one for the books. But I hope that these tips help you move forward and start transitioning into the direction that you want to go. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Love and light.